Hello, how are we all? Let's just check my audio levels as I always do, just to make sure everything is fine and dandy before I crack on. We have races 9 and 10. As you'll see, race 9, not really sure how it's going to pan out, because we had a whole... There we go, more level is fine. So there was an issue with the race. So I'll take you through to the point and then sort of run through who was where at the time. So we shall start the race. Nothing bad, nothing bad from any of the drivers, but you'll see. So anyway, we shall crack on with a new boy, Danny Ogston, AFC, qualified first in the Aston Martin race at the A1 Bullring. I hate this track, to be honest. I think it's really dull. Pilgrim is in second place, Berserker Boy in third, Holy Moly is in fourth, Crony is in fifth. Crony did that long, he was going for a no stopper in the race before. Wonder what his plans were for here. Quinn here in sixth, Connor in seventh, Go Team PlayStation, Wimple in eighth, Jambo in ninth, a bit low down the order for Jambo, Spider Team in 10th. The Darkest One in 11th, Rocky Rich here in 12th, Contains Gore 13th, MRC Legger 14th, and Wooders 15th. So a nice big full field. And we'll start with the new boy and watch from his point of view going backwards. See how we get on. Where's the lights? Where's the lights? Oh, they're over there. Oh, didn't show the lights coming on, but we are off. So Danny, the new boy, coming into turn one, has already got Pilgrim on the inside of him here. Probably Pilgrim has a quick nibble there at the inside. They both go very wide. Just allow Berserker Boy now to get a good run on these two. Berserker Boy sort of level with Pilgrim already. I think, yeah, Berserker's just sort of pushing, well, not pushing, he's ensuring Pilgrim can't come in front of him there. So he blocks the place there, blocks that place a little bit from Danny, but Pilgrim goes back up the inside here. So let's go back here. There's always shenanigans at turn one. Everyone seems to have got through though. Turn two, that is, I should say. Back over at Pilgrim and Berserker as they go side by side into turn three. Oh, and the new boy nearly wipes out Berserker, but avoids it. Congratulations, well done Danny for avoiding the accident there, but just throws himself to the back of the field now. So that's just allowed us. Oh, let's just watch this Rocky Rich side by side here with Crony. Rocky Rich on Racing Softs, Crony's on Racing Softs and Racing Super Softs at the back. With a different strategy, but they're all sort of flooding through now. So yeah, in the meantime, at the end of lap one, short lap here, we have Berserker Boy in the Bondmobile coming round the last set of corners. But if you go wide, it always gives you that horrible penalty at the exit of that turn, at that exit corner. The Berserker Boy's got up from third on the grid to first. He's in at the end of lap one. Pilgrim is second. Moley's up to third. Connor's up to fourth. Quinn's up, looking up the inside here. Connor, Samsung v Sony. Ooh. Connor slams the door on Quinn there, keeps him behind. Then we have Wimple up to 6th, Jambo's up to 7th, Crony's 8th, Rocky Rich 9th. Oh, someone's back here spinning. Who's doing the spinning? It's Legger. What's happened to Legger? It's been on board with Legger. Oh, look at Rocky Rich has got a penalty as well as he spun it up. Yep, spins it up. Nice spinning there, Legger. Oh, good drifting across the grass, and has a nice little love tap of the barrier just for good measure. So in the meantime, back up here we have Pilgrim now, trying to close down. Pilgrim was slightly faster in the qualifying. Got a better lap time than Berserker Boy. Pilgrim's going far too deep. Oh, nearly wipes. That's two cars in a row which have nearly taken out Berserker Boy at the same corner. Berserker's living a charmed life for that turn, that's for sure. But that's just given him a big lead now. What's he got? He's got Well, it says 2.8. I think it's a bit. Well, no, it's about 2.8. 2.8 second lead over Moley. So Berserker now, by virtue of staying on the track and avoiding being hit twice, is now out in front with Moley second. Connor's moved up to third. Quinn's fourth. Wimple's fifth. Crony's sixth. Pilgrim's back to seventh now. Oh, he's ruining that mistake there, Will Crony. Who's that? There's Contains Gore. Rocky Ridge closing the door on each other there. Contains Gore is not giving it up though. Here we are on board with Contains Gore. It's a bit too far away. He's got Danny, the darkest one, sorry, behind him. Coming up into turn one is the darkest one. Got to try and nip up the inside of Contains Gore. He is, and does he make it stick? No, he gets it horribly wrong and lags all over the place. Oh, disaster! Right, let's go back and look at that. This is the. I did mention this in the chat after the race that the problem I've got with the darkest one is not his driving. It's him lagging like that all over the screen, which I think has just ruined Contains Gore's race. Let's have a quick. Let's go back again. Go back to Contains Gore. Where is he? So Contains Gore from his point of view. What happened to the darkest one? Well, the darkest one gets it wrong. Just hits Contains Gore, which just spins him up. Oh dear, a little bit clumsy there from the darkest one. I think he is. Is he waiting for Contains Gore? No, he's not. So that's. I think he's taken someone out. He should be waiting for him as well. It's not on. Maybe the steward's going to have a look at that, but he's even lagging here. Look at that. That's just hideous to try and race with when he's lagging all over the road like that. But yeah, darkest one, I think you might have the stewards on your back after that incident. But in the meantime, it was quite a lot going on in this one. Berserker's now out in front. What's his gap now? He has got a 3-second gap over Moley here in second place. What tyres as Moley? Moley's on racing medium on the front. Interesting selection. Yeah, medium front, racing Supersoft on the back. Maybe going for a no stopper with that strategy. Quinn is here in third place. He's on racing Supersofts, Team Samsung. Connor's holding his station at fourth, and he's got hardly any tyre. Oh, he's gone very wide at the exit of the last corner. Crony's still got his windscreen wipers on. Crony now racing soft, so Wimple's got his got a penalty. He's drifted wide as well. So here we go. So Crony's has taken Connor. Nice move up the inside there at turn one. Come down the back straight. That little kink there is actually turn two in reality, but it's just I was going to say this hairpin coming up is turn two. It's always good for a laugh, this hairpin. Oh, as we've seen there, Pilgrim's fighting with Connor. Let's have a quick look at that. Where's Pilgrim? Pilgrim here, after nearly wiping out Berserker Boy, but avoiding it. Well driven there, Chris. That's the trouble with penalties, you see. Cars ghost in and out, and then when they come back there might be a car there. It was all well and good in the end, I suppose. Pilgrim's caught right back up here to Connor. So we should go through the field. His Wimple's back to 7th now. Nice. I love the way he's done those tyres. Rocky Rich hanging on to 8th. Danny working his way back through the fields up to 9th. Spider Team 10th. The darkest one who's lagging horribly 11th. And Jambo is back to 12th. What's happened to Jambo? We'll just quickly have a look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19. Oh, what happened to Jambo? He just gets it wide himself. Let's go on board with Jambo. 20. So Jambo goes into the kitty litter. Does he get punted or anything like that? No, doesn't. Gets all wrong by himself. He's going to lose a whole load of time into the kitty litter. Gets wide, spins it round. Oh, disaster for Awesome Pete. He's now all the way back to 13th in the wrong gear, trying to accelerate. Third gear. No, second gear, mate. Second gear. Second gear. It's John all the way back. So, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that was another little tate here. We've contained Gore into the set turn 2. Gore just gets it horribly wrong, goes very wide. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we're around about here, I believe we were. Go forward a little bit more. So 7 minutes in, and that's quite key, as you'll find out. Not the 7 minutes, the time in this race is quite key, and I'll be keeping a close eye on that for everyone. Berserker Boy now has got cruising around on his own. It's 5-second lead now over Quinn. Looks like there's some movement back here. Here we have Pilgrim's now got in front of Connor. Let's have a quick look at how that happened into turn 2. Connor's trying to block Pilgrim. Pilgrim's coming up the inside now at turn 2. Just easily outbrakes him. Yeah, he's going to hold it really well there. So Pilgrim's now back up to 5th place. Start going through the lap times as well in a second. At the moment, Berserker's done a 36.4. Who's done the fastest lap time? I don't think it was me, isn't it? No, it's Quinn. So Quinn in 2nd place has done the fastest lap time. I do remember at this point I was thinking, oh great, the guy who's doing the fastest laps is the one right behind me. How long can I hang on for with him chasing me behind? But here we go, 7 minutes in. Berserker's now cruising around on lap 5. Done his best is a 36.4. Quinn is in 2nd place. He's got past Moley. There's Moley in 3rd. Crony slowly making his way through the field, but still with his windscreen wipers on. Here in 4th. Let's go on board with Crony. I would go on board using Crony, but the windscreen wipers are just too off-putting. Pilgrim's back to 5th. Connor still got a penalty to scrub off in 6th. Wimple 7th. Rocky Rich and Danny's up to 9th now. So let's go back up to these boys here. Modi, Quinn, all line astern. Coming up to turn 2. Keeping an eye on the map there at the top right, just to see if it all sort of started to string out a little bit. The nearest sort of battles is, well, these are quite close anyway. As you can see, Modi's now losing a bit of time there to Crony. Speaking of which, let's have a look at Modi, because Modi he's on racing mediums on front, and his lap times are 37s and 38, so he's losing about a second a lap now to the guys behind, which is probably why he's starting to drift back into the clutches of people like Crony. And he's been passed by Quinn. On board Crony. No, he won't go on board that shot. Go on board this shot. Crony. Oh, Crony nearly gives Moley a little love tap there. Just allow Pilgrim to catch back up to these two. Crony coming around up the inside. Yes, see him. Moley's losing. He might get a penalty. Drifting too far wide there. Will Moley? It's possible. Oh, here comes Pilgrim into the party. Oh, and looking up the inside is Chris. Oh, Moley's drifting wide. Crony's a bit wide with Pilgrim's. God, is he going to get 2 places in one spot? He does. Oh, he's just drifted a little bit too wide there, though. Is he going to get penalties for that there, Pilgrim? Has he got away with a penalty? He has, yep. Is obviously close enough to the track. Exciting action there. But you can see Crony's now undercut back into turn 1. Let's have a quick look again at that from Crony's point of view. Where's Crony? Here's Crony. Sneeze. Let's pause it. Yes, sorry about sneeze. So Crony undercuts Pilgrim back at the end of turn, at the last corner. It's getting a nice drive here up into turn 1. Pilgrim almost got 2 cars in one manoeuvre. Doesn't quite make it stick. So 10 minutes in. I need to blow my nose now. Hang on a minute. Oh, there we go. Right, so, oh, crumbs, and look at that. Moley's caught right back up and he's got a penalty and he can't do anything about it. So, Moley got a penalty for drifting wide. He's trying to scrub it off. Crony and Pilgrim get it wrong into turn 2, so Moley can't take advantage of it because he's got a penalty. All he can do is catch right up, and which is exactly what he's done. So, Moley's now eating the exhaust fumes from Pilgrim in front. Still not giving up on taking back 4th place. Looks up the inside. Still ghosting a little bit. Oh, Connor's drifted wide. Connor caught up to the party as well. Connor is on racing super softs. There we go. Moley's lost his penalties now. He just gets a bit too deep into that corner there, does Connor. There's someone back here who's got a penalty. Danny's got a penalty as well. I'm not sure he's picked that up. Need to scrub that off. In the meantime, we're going back up to Berserker Boy now, still cruising out in front with a 4.5 second lead over Quinn. It's Quinn in 2nd place. Both are racing super softs. Crony's still hanging on in 3rd. He's got Pilgrim harassing him consistently. Moley's still harassing Pilgrim though in 5th place. I do believe Connie, there's Connor and Wimple just in the background. Oh, sort of a nice little ding dong here. And there's a bunch of 3 at the back. We'll just quickly scan through to the back. Here we go, Wimple, Danny, Rocky Rich, Spider Team. The darkest one, and Jambo's had an awful race. He's back here in 12th. Gone wide all by himself, unfortunately. But then we've got Wooders, Contain Score, and Lega have a nice little battle all by themselves here at the back of the pack. Keep an eye on that. In the meantime, Berserker's now cruising around, still apart from avoided being torpedoed twice. Cruising around now, the Austrian Alpine Air. In the background around the Red Bull Ring. 12.5 minutes gone. Quinn, he's got Berserker in his sight. It was 4.5, is now 3.7 seconds the lead. Crony still holding off Pilgrim at the moment, although Pilgrim's looking a little bit closer than he was before. Another close battle, just a little bit further back. I'm going to have a quick look at see what happens here with Pilgrim and Crony though first. Pilgrim, they've both drifted a little bit dangerously wide into picking up penalties. The battle I saw was back here. Here we go, Connor and Danny. So Stone Connor's picked up another. Oh, well done, Connor. Top driving, mate. There we go. That is MRC standards that we should expect. Look at that. He was about to take Daddy. The penalty flicked up and he backed right off. Look at that. Well, fair play, Connor. Good driving, mate. That's how it's done. You can see the whole spew of penalties from everyone. Oh, and Connor nearly gets it wrong. Trouble Connor's got now is if Danny makes a mistake or just goes slowly now, I don't think Connor can take advantage of it because he's right in his tails. He's still got his penalty on him. He's trying to scrub it off now, and that's Wimple just in front. Has he got rid of the penalty he has now? I believe. Yep, just about. Yep, he's now not coasting anymore. So now Connor can take the position back if he so chooses to. Right, we are just about to dive into the controversy. Well, it's not controversy as such, it's part of the race. The issue the race had. At the moment, we have Berserker Boy, 14 minutes in, with a 4-second lead over Quinn. I'm going to pause it and go through the field at the end, towards the end of this lap. 14 minutes 30. Crony's still hanging on out in front of Pilgrim here. Pilgrim's picked up a penalty from somewhere. I believe Pilgrim might be coming into the pits this lap. Yep, here he comes. He's coming into the pits. So Pilgrim was 4th. So what I'm going to do, just go back a little bit to this where we were here. We were 14 minutes 27 into the race. The race order at the time was Berserker Boy was in first. Quinn, is he going to let me go? Yeah, Quinn was in second. Crony was third. Pilgrim, not going to be me then. Pilgrim was fourth. Moley was fifth. Wimple sixth. Danny seventh. Connor eighth. Rocky Rich ninth. Spider Team 10th. Darkest One was 11th. Jambo was 12th. Contains Gore 13th. Wooders 14th. And MRC Leggers 15th. Now, possibly that is the result of the race. The reason being, as you can see, Pilgrim's just pitted and so's Wimple has pitted. And we're now at 15 minutes. So they've done their pit stops just after 15 minutes were up. Or, if we go back to it, it's because it's been totally fair about this. Here goes Pilgrim. So Pilgrim went into the pits at 14:45. The tyre wear wasn't too bad, so there's a bit of an early pit stop, to be honest. I've gone through results as they were, well, standings where they were. Because we should. There's Connor. There's going to be Connor. There's Connor and. There we go. Connor and Danny. So I believe myself. The results should have been just about where the ones I've rattled off. You go Connor side by side with Danny. At the same time, you've got this little bunch because people have started to pit just a little bit early. Just before halfway. If they hadn't have pitted, they would have carried on in those positions that they were in, i.e. Pilgrim up at 4th and Wimple back where he was. Because what they weren't going to know was, for example, myself, Berserker Boy here, I believe this is the lap I pitted in. At the moment, Quinn hasn't pitted either. At the moment, I've got a 4.2 second lead over Quinn. Yeah, this is pitting this lap. So we're now 16 minutes into the race. Quinn follows me in. Crony doesn't. Crony stays out. And here we go. Crony now goes into the lead. Moley's not pitted either. He's probably not going to pit because he's on racing mediums, but he's already chewed through those mediums quite badly. Connor stayed out. Rocky Rich and Pilgrim's pitted, so Pilgrim's the first of the pitted lot anyway, but it's kind of like irrelevant at this point because as you will start to see in a few turns time, so Berserker, I've come back out now. It says 4.7 seconds, so 4.2 seconds, but that's not 4 seconds. Oh, fair enough, 4.2. So Crony's not stopped yet, and his tyres are not looking too bad. There we go, a couple more turns. I have to go from my point of view because I know I was okay. But if you look at the top left there, we've got on second of 15. All of a sudden, roundabout now, things start to happen. Yeah, so as things start to happen, that's when the door goes. So we start again. So anyway, yes, you can see we're now down to 15 people. Basically, people started to disconnect down to 5. So as of now, the race is pretty much dead. So how they're going to sort the results out with this, I'm not sure, because if we go back to where I was in the race lead, we're not. Let's go back. It was about. Yeah, so Pilgrim is this lap. So we're 14.5 minutes in. I think Pilgrim was pitting early. Whereas a lot of the rest of the field didn't, and I kind of like feel this is the situation. This should be the race results. I mean, well, I don't know. Let the stewards decide. But Berserker first, Quinn second, Crony third, Pilgrim fourth, Moley fifth, Wimple sixth, Danny seventh, Connor eighth, Rocky Rich ninth, Spider Team 10th, The Darkest One 11th, Jambo 12th, Contains Gore 13th, Wooders 14th, and MRC Legger 15th. In my opinion, that should be. Obviously, you would think I'd say that because I was leading the race, but if Pilgrim had just kept going instead of pitted, because I think he pitted early, and the same with Wimple. We are seconds away from 15 minutes. How is it going to work out? I don't know. But anyway, that was race 1. I didn't pit. Kept going round, so 15 minutes. Let's see exactly when 15 minutes was up. So you know the drill. I was going to pit the next lap. Pit this lap, so I should say. After 15 minutes. At the time, so there's 15 minutes. At the time, I had a 4.3 second lead over Quinn as well. So, yes, there we go. That's race 1. Interesting. The reason it's also interesting is because the standards in which I've read them out also will obviously affect this race as well. So we didn't discuss it on the night, but what I suddenly thought after the race was if the race 1 standings don't stand, then it means neither can race 2, because, for example, myself, I was at the back of the pack, and so I had to fight my way through the entire field for this race because of where we were placed for the first race. So I would then, if the race 1 results don't stand, then I would contest that race 2 results don't stand either. Because here I am at the back of the pack. We shall see how it goes, but in the meantime we shall crack on with race 2 as it was and see what happens. Wooders now in first. Oh, let's go through the field. Sorry, Wooders in first place, Legger's second, Contains Gore third, Jambo's fourth in a newly nerfed or changed Audi anyway. The Darkest One fifth, Spider Team 6th, Rocky Rich 7th, Danny 8th, Wimple 9th, Connor 10th, Moley 11th, Pilgrim 12th, Crony 13th, Quinn 14th, and Berserker 15th. Just before we move on, last thing I say, hopefully common sense one way or another regarding the first race happens. As in, I think it's pretty obvious that Pilgrim and Wimple didn't need to pit when they did, so if they had carried her around just instead of pitting that lap, they would have finished in the positions they were in. A 4th, I think, for example, Pilgrim was, so he doesn't lose his spot 4th, that's for sure. And if they'd carried on just round that next corner, then everyone would have gone round before 15 minutes. So yeah, before any of the pit stops. Anyway, enough of that. Here we go. Race 2 here at Spa Francorchamps. Spa Circuit. Spa-Francorchamps in the glorious Ardennes forest part of Belgium. Oh, bit of a late start there from Wooders, which just allowed Contains Gore to get up into, or alongside at least. Oh, he's just gone far too wide. There's going to be a whole host of people squabbling over positions back here. Oh, there's a bit of bump and barging going on there. I can see Moley's up to 4th already, as everyone comes streaming up to Eau Rouge. Glorious sights here. Coming up the main straight, main first straight. A whole gaggle of drivers here, trying to keep an eye on what's going on. It's probably best I just let you watch at this point because there's so much going on. The darkest one doesn't seem to be lagging too much at the moment. I think he's going to drift a bit too wide there. Yeah, he is. Jambo's up there. Berserker's up to 8th already from the back of the grid. Going through the field. Everyone's still there or thereabouts. No one's come off yet. Oh no, Wooders has. Wooders has had a moment. Let's go and have a look at Wooders. What happened to Wooders? So he was first. Still into turn. Oh, he just gets it wrong at the top of the hill. It's just allowed Connor and Moley to get past him. He's even Berserkers now, and Jambo's past. So let's go back up front. Oh, Crony looking up the inside there of Jambo, but at the moment Moley, he's on racing. It's the same tactic again, racing mediums on front. Connor in the Corvette coming up the inside, backs out of it. Nice driving there from Connor. Long old lap here at Spa. Danny in the Dodge here in 3rd place. Contains Gores keeping up there in his Subaru in 4th. The darkest one's up to 5th. Berserker's up to 6th. So Berserker's gained 9 places already. Wimpole 7th. Oh, side by side action here with Crony and Jambo. 2 Audis hustling the Porsche in front. Oh, this could end in tears. 4 abreast almost. Crony's and Quinn's joining this bum fight as well. Oh, let's go on board here with Crony. Look at this, 3 abreast. This, I really hope this doesn't end in tears. I don't want to say it's going to end in tears. They're really trying to fight. Pilgrim's in there. Wimpole is in there. They're all fighting. Here we come back now to look at this. Quinn's point of view, they're all squabbling for the same bit of track, and so far they've made it all through. Well done, everyone. Well done indeed. They're all through. Oh, Quinn lights up the rear wheels, but look at this up front. Pilgrim's now got past Jambo, he's got past Wimpole, so they're all just starting to sort themselves out. Rocky Rich, is he looking up the inside of Wimpole? He is. Takes an awful lot of inside line. Oh, Wimpole spun it up. What happened there, Wimpole? Was it contact or anything like that? Or did he just get it wrong himself? Oh no, there was a bit of contact. Oh dear, there was contact. So Quinn's trying to back out of it now and let Wimpole get back. Yeah, there's Quinn. He's trying to... I'm not sure what Quinn's doing. I think Quinn's trying to get out of the way, but he's being raced from the guys up in front. So a bit of a nudge there from Quinn has just sent Wimpole backwards. It's Quinn, and Quinn's not giving up the spot. Stewards might have to look at that one more time. So you see here, so here's Quinn, he gets it wrong. Release braking a bit too late. Oh, there's not really much in it at all, to be fair. Not much in that at all. One more time. Because Crony sort of also gets involved a little bit of contact from Crony. Crony pushes Quinn, who catches Wimpole. Oh, that's not really bad. I'm not sure. Oh look, and so Lega's trying to... Oh no, it's all kicking off back here. So anyway, we'll see what happens with that one. At the moment, side by side up here, these two surely are going to get a penalty for that. Surely they're going to get a penalty. Contains Gore, and who was that? Oh, they're still at it, Rocky Ridge. No, they managed to get away with no penalties there. Jambo's now cruising up to the inside of Contains Gore as well. Alright, now I don't really want to stick with these guys in the middle too much because we also need to give the guys up front a bit of kudos. Moan is up to first place in his racing medium front McLaren. Danny's in, the new boy is in second, and then we've got Connor in third and Berserker's up to fourth. From 15th on the grid, he's up to fourth already in that Subaru, making it work. Darkest one's in fifth. Pilgrim in that Jag is in sixth place. Rocky Rich in the Audi 7th, contained scores 8. He's having a nice tussle here with Crony. Crony's got past now. And Jambo's got past contained score. It looks like Quinn could be making a move as well. No, not too far back as Quinn. Oh! But Gore's off as well as Crony. What happened to Crony? Let's go back and have a quick shifty at that. So let's go. We want to go to. Where's Crony? Where's Crony? Crony. There's Crony. So he's side by side. So he's actually, no, he's past contained score. So Crony goes around the right hand side here. He's going to spin it up, get it wrong. How does he get it wrong here? He's all on his own. Just doesn't turn in. Gets it into the kitty litter. So does contained score. He manages with the 4x4 to get out the kitty litter quicker. A little advantage there for the Subaru drivers. Oh, Gore's nearly spun it up again as well. So Crony's now back to 11th. Wood is 12th. Spidey Team 13th. Lega 14th. And Wimple, after that tussle at turn 1, all the way back into last place. Disaster for the Dutchman. Right then, so back up front we have Holy Moly in first place, beginning lap 3. It's just over 2:29.8. Danny here in second place. Berserker in third. It's not really, to be honest, it's not really a track that suits a Subaru. Might be mightily surprised I got this far up the field, to be honest. But then there's got a nice battle here with Connor, who's been harassed by Pilgrim coming into over. He's just go on board. Jag v Corvette power. Nice smooth driving there from Pilgrim. Surely he's going to get a nice tow up the hill. Pulls out alongside Connor, side by side. No, the Corvette's holding its own against Jag. Surprised Connor's managed to keep that. I'm not surprised because I know the Corvette's a good car, a good fast car in a straight line, but even with the slipstream, Pilgrim couldn't get past, and he's still there, still fighting. And they've got the darkest one behind him as well. This is the part of the circle I think the Corvette might struggle. Yeah, it's struggling to turn in. The Jag's on side, but he's on the wrong side of the track. Connor's still got the inside racing line. Pilgrim's trying to go around the outside. Oh, he's gone a bit too far. He's going to get a penalty for that, surely. Darkest one's now taking advantage in that McLaren. Pilgrim doesn't get a penalty for that. Maybe because of game 4, he was pushed a bit wide. And speaking of wide, Pilgrim nearly gets off the track again. Nice little sequence of events. Oh, crumbs, my headset's about to run out of power, so it's all kicking off. I'm going to have to just put it on charge to a moment. So there we go. Let's go back on board here. So Pilgrim now has lost the position to the darkest one. Doesn't seem to be lagging very much at the moment, I have to say. It's good. Oh, we can stay on board here with the darkest one. I'm going to have my phone. Oh no, there's Pilgrim. He's dived up the inside. He's got a bit too. Oh, it's a bit too deep into that corner. Then the darkest one gives him a nice shove for that. It's going for my first bit of coffee for the morning. Oh, there we go. Nice battle here. Oh, who's Who's that up front? Third, going very slowly. What's happening with Danny? Oh, Danny gets it wrong at exit of turn 1. Nearly smashes the wall, just allows Berserker to go through into second place. Self-inflicted wound there, and I think, yeah, Connor's going to take him. Looks like Pilgrim might get him just into Eau Rouge as well. Yep, just in time into the beginning of the uphill section. And the darkest one's also going to... Oh, he's not managed to get past now. There's the darkest one. Oh, but Pilgrim's picked up a penalty. Let's go back. He's going to have to back out. Where did Pilgrim get the penalty? He's cutting too much corner there. There it was. Pilgrim just trying too hard to get a position up. Pilgrim is doing a corner, so close to taking a position, but can't do it because he's got that penalty. He's got to scrub it off as quick as possible because Danny's not too far behind as well. And Danny's got a Darkest One. Darkest One's having a good race this run for him. I don't think Darkest One's been this competitive in a race before. Slowly getting better. The McLaren this circuit obviously works quite well. Also, I think the Audis work quite well. Jambo, Awesome Pete didn't have a great race at the A1 ring. Can he make up for it here at Spa? I know this is one of his favourite tracks, so he says. He does well there. Here, the Darkest One's been a bit wide. Oh, yeah, here we go. Awesome Pete. Oh, trying to go around the inside here of the Darkest One. But he's also been harassed by the other McLaren driver there of Quinn. Oh, Pete's definitely got the pace on that McLaren in front. This is going to be interesting to watch. Oh, Quinn dives up the inside, gets a bit airborne, which just pushes Pete a little bit too wide. Another quick look at that. On board here with Quinn. Quinn trying to shove his nose up the inside of that Audi into his right hand turn here. Breaks a little bit later. Quinn, oh, there wasn't any room for it. He goes airborne. A little bit too cheeky that Quinn, I have to say. Pete slams the door, but it's pushed Pete wide, and he's lost traction now. And we've got Rocky Rich behind. Maybe stewards need to look at that one. Quinn's having an eventful race, isn't he? So in the meantime, Quinn's now up to 7th. Darkest One, 2 McLaren boys 6th and 7th. Danny is now back to 5th. Connor is still hanging on to Pilgrim. Pilgrim is in 3rd. In the meantime, let's not forget him. Up in front, holy moly, on racing medium front. Cruising around doing 229s. Berserker boy hitting a Subaru, which really isn't suited to this track at all. Just doesn't seem to have the mid-range grunt. We're now getting to 6th gear. It just, or top end. Just sort of high-speed power. As you can see, I'm on the flats. I'm in 6th gear, and it just doesn't want to accelerate. The revs are still low. You know, obviously the Pilgrims. Well, he's the same with the Jag actually, but Connor's different in the Corvette. So all these other cars are at high-range revs in the top gear. Quinn's now past the Darkest One. Jambo's catching back up. Here comes Jambo now. Looking up the inside of the Darkest One. He's got hold in the inside line well. He couldn't get the power just in front of the Dark. Oh, it's horrible. You see the Darkest One lagging. Doesn't help, and he pushes. Oh dear. He pushes Pete off the track. God, Pete's having a bit of a nightmare with these McLaren drivers in front of him. Roughing up the race host, I have to say. Right, so we're going through the field with their fastest lap times and everything. So at the moment, Moley's done a 2:29, almost dead. Berserker Boy's done a 2:29.3. Pilgrim's done a 2:28.7. Connor's done a 2:30, but he's been harassed all the time. These two going very wide here. Danny's in 5th. It looks like he's going to get his position back over Connor. 2:29.7. Dodge v Corvette, All-American affair, and the Dodge wins this race. Where is he? Connor, I'm pretty sure, is not going to give this up. Is he going to try and outbrake the Corvette? Sorry, the Dodge. He is. The Corvette's going up the inside of the Dodge, and he makes it stick. Does Connor? He's got drivers either side. Connor's managed to get the position back. Great driving there from Connor. Good stuff, Connor. And there's Danny now back to 4th. Quinn still can't get past Danny. He's in 5th. Jambo has got past the darkest one, thankfully. Avoiding all that lag. Quinn's going around the outside now of Danny. At turn 1. If you're watching McLaren, yeah, Quinn, when you're driving a McLaren, you want to get just over halfway through the revs before you change gear. It's sort of mid-range rev limiter. Possibly going to get a penalty there. It's a little bit close to getting one. McLaren's really quick in the fast straight line. 53. Go around the outside of Connor. Connor's not going to give up. He's going to squeeze Quinn. He's still there. Nice driving from Connor. Connor's looking really good, but Quinn has managed to make that McLaren stick in front. Berserker's got in front of Pilgrim. Pilgrim's got in front of Berserker. Not particularly surprised. And look at Berserker's tyre wear on those racing Supersofts seems to be suffering heavily here at Spa. The Jag Powers easily got past the Subaru. In the meantime, here's Moley out in front. Racing mediums, still chewing through those tyres quite badly considering he's on racing mediums, I have to say. But we're just coming up to the halfway mark. Scan through the field. Jambo's up to 6. He's got no tyre wear on his rears practically, but it's his front tyres are certainly suffering. Go on board with Connor. Pretty even tyre wear looking back, so we'll go up front see if anyone starts coming into the pit stops. So Modio obviously is not, he's on racing mediums. Pilgrim coming in? No, Pilgrim's not coming in. Berserker's the first of the lead drivers to come into the pit stops. Chew through those front tyres. This is pit crews there waiting. Come on. God, it's a long old pit stop here in Spa, isn't it? Danny's into the pits as well in his Dodge. Crowley's in as well. So where's Berserker going to come out? He's going to get out in front of Jambo. No, is he going to stay out in front of the darkest one, or they're side by side? Coming up to Eau Rouge. Oh, the darkest one's out in front. See the superior grip though, the Subaru with fresh tyres on. It's held Berserker close to the darkest one. Cruising up the inside, cruising up to the back of the McLaren. Difficult to know where he is though. He's gone very wide now as the darkest one. Where is he? There he is. In the meantime, here comes Berserker. He's coming up, catching up to he's also hand over fist catching up to Jambo and Connor. Going to go round the outside of, trying to go round the outside of Connor here. He's got past Jambo pretty quick. Can he get past Connor as well? He's been held up a little bit now, I think. Let's go back down to the front here. McLaren in front. He's being caught by Pilgrim though. There we go. These two boys, first and second, within sight of each other. Quinn in third place on his own at the moment, and then we got Connor and Berserker boy. Connor is still holding off Berserker. Berserker's right in the tailpipes of that Corvette in front. Oh, gives Connor a little shove, trying to undercut the Corvette there. Didn't quite make it stick. Connor's drifted a bit wide, and now Berserker's through. There's Connor, there's Connor. Connor's driving ever so well. 17 minutes gone. Connor's trying to make it. Connor looks like he's sizing Berserker up again though. Into the final infield section at this horrible little chicane, as it were. Doesn't quite make it stick, Connor. Nice driving for Connor. Is he going to go into the pit? Oh, I'm not sure what he's doing there, but he's into the pits now. So's the darkest one, so's Jambo, so all the pit stops are happening quite uneventful this time, as the last time. In the meantime, Moley here. Obviously no stopping. The question is Pilgrim going to no stop as well? He's on racing super softs and he's catching the car in front. Great drive from Chris if he's going to do this. Oh, he's looking up the inside of McLaren. You can see Moley on the steering wheel there. In first place, shifting from left to right, desperately trying to hold Pilgrim off. Pilgrim going around the outside, he's now got the inside line here, he's got that Jag in front, you know. Great driving from Pilgrim. But Moley's not giving it up. Is he going to try and outbrake the Jag here? He is. He's going to try this side by side. Oh, this is going to be hairy. Oh, backs out of it, Moley, just a tad. 10 minutes to go, 11 minutes to go now. But Pilgrim's now out in front. He's got that Jag out in front. The question is he going to no stop on racing super softs? That's quite a feat. I have to say, I can understand Moley doing it on mediums. Pilgrim doing it on racing super softs would be something else. I'm pretty sure if he was going to stop, this would be the lap to do it. Oh, Moley's got it wrong. Let's keep an eye on Pilgrim here. Coming up to the end of the lap. If he was going to do it, this would be the lap to do it. I know he's in the lead, 10 minutes to go and all that. Don't think he is. He's staying out. And Pilgrim's going to go for a no-stopper on racing super softs. See how that pans out for him. Be a stroke of genius. So Pilgrim's first place, Moley's second. Here comes Quinn in third. Berserker boy has pitted, so Berserker's the lead driver of the pitted. The guys that have pitted. You can see that Quinn's tyre was still pretty good of 10 minutes to go. Bad at all. There's Berserker in fourth. Danny now is leading the whole gaggle of drivers. This is the main area of action. Dodge does look good. I almost drove the Dodge myself this season. It was a close call between the Dodge and the Subaru, and I thought I'd go with the Subaru. Mainly because I was hoping I'd do well in the Aston Martin race, and the Subaru gained you places. It's so quick off the line. For the second race, if I'm going to be further back through the field, that tactic has worked wonders, I have to say. In the meantime, here comes Jambo now. He's bringing Connor along with him. Jambo pitted, yeah, Jambo's pitted. Awesome Pete. Looking at the inside of the Dodge, Audi v Dodge. He's going to be getting the position. Oh, there we go. Jambo, nice move there. Gets it cleanly through. Bringing Connor with him. Yep, Connor's got past the Dodge again as well. Is Connor pitted? Yep, Connor's pitted. Oh, that's wild from Danny. Let's go back and have a look at that. Danny gets that horribly wrong. Does he actually brake? No, he gets it horribly wrong, and I think he collects Connor as well. gives the place back up. That's good drive. Well, not good driving, but respectful that he gave the place back up to Connor. What's happened to the darkest one? Oh dear, so there was a bit of kerfuffle in the end. So there we go. Danny gets that wrong. Smacks Connor, roughs Connor up a little bit. Lets Connor take the position back, then Danny squeezes the darkest one off. Maybe he didn't realise he was there, but oh, look at the lag on that. Look at the lag on that. How are we supposed to race with that? Oh, I know it's not your fault, the darkest one. It's really difficult though. So in the meantime, here's Crony. Racing softs. He's caught back up to the darkest one. Eight minutes to go. Goes back up to the front. And I'll have a coffee break. And then we'll carry on for the last part of the race. So, Pilgrim now with 7 minutes to go, comes around turn 1. Racing Super Softs, those tyres are shredded. Considering those tyres are so shredded, look at the lap times he's pumping in. A 2:30, 2:31, he's driving ever so well, is Pilgrim. Up through Eau Rouge, the back end of the tank looking a bit squirrely there. Moley is also no stopped. Racing mediums on the front though, it's not too surprising. He's done a very good race. And just in the background there you can see Quinn in third place. He's also no stopped and racing softs. 3 different tyre strategies from the first 3 guys in first 3 cars in the lead of this race. Completely different strategies, all seem to be working for them. Berserker's the first of the pitted crew, as it were. In a Subaru, really doesn't like this circuit. Still smashing through those pop-up barrier bollards. Got a bit of damage on the front there from something. Jambo's had an eventful race. He's had a good old tussle with some McLarens, and has now finally got a bit of breathing room to let the Audi run. He's in 5th place. Danny's been up and down, he was at 2nd place at one point until he spun it up himself and lost ground. He's in 6th place. Connor gets driven really well. He's in 7th here. He's been caught by Crony. And Rocky Rich looking a bit sporty. He's also bringing the darkest one back into the fray. Spidey team in the Merc. I've always thought the Merc was going to suffer. I tried the Merc myself and it just didn't seem to work. Just couldn't get the same lap times as I was in other cars. Something just doesn't. I think it's just too heavy. Contain score is in 12th at the moment. MRC Leggers 13th. Wooders is in 14th. And Wimple might be his bottom lip might be quivering at the moment. He's back here in last place. He's well off the pace compared to everyone at the moment as well. He's back in 15th place with 5 minutes to go. So let Pilgrim with half grip, front left there is down to half, suffering badly with grip, but it doesn't it's making it look like it doesn't show at all, doesn't he? So he's doing really well here. Looking at the map at the top right there, they're all sort of spread out, 1, 2, 3, although Quinn might be catching Moley a little bit. Berserker boy though, he's certainly, Berserker's catching the 2 in front as well. Then we've got Jambo on his own, and then back here, Danny, then Connor, Crony, Rocky Rich, Spidey, darkest one. Spidey's a bit too far away from those 2 as well. Spidey team's gone for a no stop. Racing mediums, just noticed that. 5 minutes to go. So look at the lap distances here. We've got 5 seconds gap, 3 second gap, 4 second gap, and then a 13 to the next one. Looks like Pilgrim is going to cruise around at this moment. At this time, he's not even got Moley in sight. There's Moley. I think. Ooh. So where Where did Quinn pick that penalty up? Let's go back and watch Quinn. You see he's drifted far too wide there. Desperately trying to hold. He's picked up a penalty. He's pushing the limits too much. Trying to catch up the guys in front. Berserker's behind, desperately trying to catch up to Quinn as well. There's also Pete back here in 5th, Danny here in 6th. We're all sort of spread out now. Connor 7th, still hanging out in front of Crony. Looks like he could be catching. Coming to the last stages of the race now. Let's see who's the closest and where. What looks like contains Gore. He's picked up a penalty. He can't now make a move on Spidey team. There's Lega back here, Wood is back here. Wimple's still struggling back here in the Porsche. So we've got 3 minutes to go. Where are they on the track? It's the lead driver. He's coming round about halfway through. So I have a feeling the next lap would be the last lap. Last lap. I didn't say that right. Oh, Lega's. So Pilgrim's gone very wide here. This is the problem of having these shredded tyres. It doesn't pick up a. I don't think it pick up a penalty for that. I'll try to say that quickly. For that. He's really drifted wide there as well. But he's definitely struggling. His mode is not in sight to take advantage of it. He's just starting to get in sight here, but then his tyres are pretty exhausted as well. Where's Quinn? There's Quinn. Still not got rid of his penalty. The Berserker was not too far behind either. They are starting to catch up with each other. Towards the end, there we go. 1st to 4th, we're just about within sight of each other on the main straight. But here we go. Here's Quinn. He's trying to catch up to Moley. He's definitely caught up to Moley, that's for sure. And there's Berserker a bit too far back. So we've got 2 minutes to go. This will be the last lap, that's for sure. There's Quinn going up through Eau Rouge. Nice and tidy this time. Sort of spread out a little bit. Just quickly scan through the rest of the field, see if anyone's got any close battles going on. Awesome. Pete's on his own in 5th. Danny's in 6th. Oh, here we go. Connor, Crony, and Rich. Oh, Connor, Crony, and Rich. Rich been caught. Who was that going past him? The darkest one's just got past Rich on the last lap, going up through Eau Rouge. So we'll keep an eye on those boys a bit later on. Oh, Rich. He's got a nice line here over the darkest one, but then you're never quite sure if that's the darkest one lagging or not. A bit scrappy from these two. Surely Rich has got a drive now. Yeah, the darkest one's picked up a penalty, so Rich should be able to cruise up the inside here. Get 9th place back. Is he going to do it? Yeah. Oh, he's drifted a bit too wide though, but then the darkest one can't overtake. Yeah, he's good. Well done, sir. Well done indeed. Right, let's go back up front to Pilgrim. Fantastic race for Pilgrim, I have to say. No stopping on a Jag with shredded racing super soft tyres. We've got 30 seconds to go. Moley is hanging on for dear life over Quinn behind him. Where did Quinn get that penalty? Let's go back. Quinn's got another penalty. Thought he scrubbed it all off. So where did Quinn get another penalty? He didn't get it through here, did he? So let's down board with Quinn just a little bit longer. Let's find on that. Let's go forward a bit more. Let's put it there. Put it there. Put it there. Where does he pick that penalty up then? That's a strange one. Maybe it's just the old one still scrubbing off. Right, let's go back then anyway. So we were about here, weren't we? Here goes. So Pilgrim now. 30 seconds to go. Coming around, it's just got a long straight and a little chicane to navigate now on those absolutely exhausted front tyres. Great drive from Pilgrim, fought his way through the field. Had a little bit of a moment on the last lap, I have to say, with those losing grip. Just a couple of corners to go, coming up to take the checker flag, so 30 minutes are up now. There we go, so just this chicane to go, and Pilgrim will come round to finish in first place. Great drive there from Chris. Finishes in first place. Moley's going to hang on to second place. Look at that, second, third and fourth all close together. So Moley's second, Quinn third, Berserker's fourth. Here comes Awesome Pete in fifth place. Nice drive there from Pete. He had a tussle with the McLarens early on. There goes Pete in fifth. Danny's got past Connor, but he's got a penalty at the moment. Oh, is he? He's desperately trying to scrub that penalty off. Connor's going to try. So who's going to finish? Connor does finish sixth. Danny seventh. Crony is in eighth. Rocky Rich has got a penalty. He's got to try. He's going to lose that now to the darkest one. The darkest one, ninth. Rocky Rich 10th. Spidey team. Oh, I thought that was Crony back there. Spidey team 11th. Contain score 12th. MRC Legger 13th. Here comes Wooders. He's going to finish in 14th place. And then finally Wimple off the pace at the back of the pack. Unfortunately, this race. Give him a bit of air time as he comes around now in last place. Kept it going. To go on board. Let's go on board with the Porsche. Here we go. And there we go, here comes Wimple now for 15th place. Well done everyone, good stuff. Hope to see you again soon. On Monday I'm due to do a special commentary, so if you want to tune in for that. I've also been requested to do another MRC one-off race as well as the Pro am2. So yep, keep it here and hopefully you'll see some more commentaries I hope you like. So thanks a lot everyone, see you later, goodbye.